What's up everyone, I am Flipman Dan, and this week we are building the ultimate photo studio for resellers. Check it out. Alright guys, for those of you who don't know, my name is Flipman Dan, and I am on a mission to flip my way to financial freedom, and the first step of that is building a reselling photo studio, a clean place to work where you are inspired to get stuff done and list your items. So I think we have that first thing checked off here with our new garage. Now you can see in the previous episode how we went about redoing the garage and doing the epoxy floor, painting, all that stuff. The second step, I believe, is having a mobile and changeable workspace. The biggest step that I took this week was getting a really nice table that I'm gonna convert to a rolling table because I wanna be able to put the thing in, take photos on smaller items if I need to, or if I'm bringing in furniture, have the ability to quickly get it out of the way and not damage the floor by sliding it or something like that. So I went about going on Facebook Marketplace and buying a used table, and it's a nice table. I spent $80 on it. You can get a new one for potentially around anywhere from $130 to $200, but I didn't want to wait for the shipping, and I wanted to see if I could save a little bit of money. So I spent $80 on this table, and it's longer than the one you can buy on Amazon, which I will link to in the description. I needed caster wheels, so I spent another $20 on that, and I'm gonna have to kind of jerry-rig this. Caster wheels aren't just gonna go smoothly into it. You'll see what I mean when I pull this thing out. Let's pull her out. Heavy. All right guys, we got our caster wheels. These things will come in handy, and these also won't leave any marks on the floor. It's not like the caster wheels can just go in here. This doesn't fit at all. What the hell would you call this thing? Table foot? Table shoe? So this is the size of the table shoe. As you can see, it's huge. What I did was I bought a 3/8 coupling nut, and what I'm gonna do is kind of jam this in here. These fit together, so you can screw these in, but I'm just gonna jam this in here. She's pretty snug in there. I'm gonna drill a hole in here, hopefully big enough that I can put this in here. This is a 3/8. Let's check this to make doubly sure. Yep, looks about right. Ooh, and we're in. Oh my God, I am officially a handyman. All right, let's put this in. All right, so we're jamming this baby in here, and then we screw it in like this, and we get to screw this baby in. Bam. All right, let's finish the others, and let's get it. Casters are installed, baby. I mean, obviously you can buy a table with caster wheels already installed, but where's the fun in that? I mean, come on. She's silent and she moves. Hell yes. All right guys, now that we have the table set up, the next major key to your reselling photo studio is lighting. What's up guys? Day 2, back in my garage. We're trying to figure out the lighting situation. As you can see, I have one light bulb up here that is the ambient light, and I thought I'd kind of upgrade that, and I picked up something on Amazon. I'm really curious to see how this works out. This is called deformable LED light, garage lights, and as you can see, you can kind of... What the hell are you doing, you goofball? This is my neighbor's dog. What the hell are you doing? Let's go. You can adjust them up and down. So I'm gonna do a little before and after test with just ambient lighting. Let's see how it goes. You can see my shadow currently with this. Now we're gonna switch the light bulbs. Let's do it. I still get this ridiculous shadow though. All right, so while it's definitely brighter in here, the pictures are marginally better. So we're still gonna have to come up with a solution for much brighter lights and photos. Obviously, I still have my flex lights, which are these 1x1 lights that I have from our previous reselling studio. So I'm gonna have to go to the drawing board and let's see what I can come up with. All right guys, so I have 2 lights pretty much. And I'm trying to figure out a way to light both the plain white backdrop and the furniture backdrop. Now the reason I'm doing 2 is this area, obviously I want for smaller things like clothing, and it's just plain white. And this is just a larger surface area, so I can put furniture stuff there and take photos with all of it being in frame. So I only have 2 lights. The overhead light is gonna be used for both lighting the table against the blank wall, and then I can kind of shimmy it and use it as a straight overhead light for furniture that's placed right below it. The light on the stand will be the roving light, where I can quickly use it to light both white backdrop and the brick backdrop. Before I permanently run wires, I'm gonna make sure that this is what I want and plug the things into the wall and make any little adjustments before I make it permanent. A direct overhead light is preferred for taking pictures of furniture because it eliminates a lot of the shadows. This was a pain of a setup for me before because I had a backdrop, but it wasn't big enough to fit large pieces of furniture in the frame. You can see me here using the ruler to put the light into the second position, facing the light at the plain wall. So much different, so much better. The pictures straight out of the phone don't really need much of any editing. I am very stoked about this. Now the next part is just running these cables permanently up here. The reason I'm mounting all of the wires up here is that I just don't want more wires on the floor. I want it to be as clean as possible. The only real wires I'm gonna have on the floor is from this light, and I'm gonna make that as organized as I possibly can. So I have Scotch Indoor Extreme double-sided tape, and I'm gonna mount the switch right to the bottom of the garage unit. That way I can just come up and hit the switch like that, and then hit the switch on the light, and then I'll be good to go. Now to coil these wires. I'm positioning a white hook right here by eye before I screw it in, and then once I got my spot, I screwed it in by hand. Another thing to keep in mind is having an outlet very close to your table. That way you can plug in electronics if you're selling them. All right, guys, we are done building our reselling studio. I am so happy. I can't wait to get stuff in here and get started. But as you can see, we mounted the lights on the ceiling, easy switch on top of the garage unit. Then we got the pull-out light right here. We have our hook where we can mostly hang clothing. And then we also have desk on wheels, super skinny, white, can go either way. Our ruler right here, we can just take off and measure stuff. We can also move the light to the 2 different positions that we were talking about. And then we have pretty much all of my ancillary stuff, and I'm talking about the top shelf, which is all of my stain markers, my final finish wipe on poly, we got the polyurethane, we got the restore finish for the different colors of wood that we could potentially come across. I have just a bunch of different rags that you can see for various cleaning. We got wood polish, paint, WD-40, super glue, all the stuff that I need personally to either clean up items, refinish them real quickly, and then obviously I have another section that's completely paint. This is a badass reselling setup, and this is a long time and a lot of effort in the making. Please add in the comments what you think could make this setup a little bit better, or what you've learned from your own setups. Thanks for watching, hit the subscribe button, and as always, let's get it.